What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. This is how I made $4,300 on my one XFA trading Asia. This was a swing position last night. Here are the executions you can see right there. Again, I only took this on one account just because this was a fresh XFA that I had just passed and I wanted to run the balance up quick. So this one trade right here, and this was a daily loss limit account, so I could only risk 1K, but that one trade basically secures me a max payout. So that's how I like to trade my evals, or not my evals, my fresh XFAs. I like to run the balance up quick on them if I can. And yeah, this trade, I just left this overnight, woke up and ended up hitting TP literally perfectly. I don't do this often, but I saw this swing position set up and I just knew I had to take it, giving like a bigger stop loss and take profit, and ended up working. So starting off on the daily at the time, let's start from here. Price was respecting this daily bullish gap. From here, what do we expect? We expect price to continue up. We're still trading at all-time highs. So yeah, that's mainly my idea there. Going over to the 4-hour, we did have the strong push to the upside on the 4-hour, respecting out of this 4-hour gap. I believe we were also respecting OTE. If I pull from here to here, yeah, we had just ticked the 7.9, the 0.79, and we had a nice reaction to the upside. Now going over to the hourly, this is where I really built this conviction on this trade. As you can see, we had this aggressive move down and then this aggressive move back to the upside. And from there, what did price do? Price retraced and was respecting CE of this 1-hour gap. So when we respect CE pretty much to the tick, there's a high probability that price is going to want to react off of this gap and potentially continue to the upside. And let me just put the replay tool back on. You'll see that ES was also respecting a 1-hour gap and kind of doing the same thing, right? So we see ES here was respecting this 1-hour gap, okay? Technically, we did have a bearish S&T, but I didn't really care about that, okay? So now going down, I'm trying to form an entry at this point. I'm not being too picky, but I'm just looking for something to enter off of. We get this strong push to the upside here, and I honestly thought I was about to miss the trade, but we end up leaving kind of these relative equal highs right here, and then we get this retrace into this small 5-minute gap. So at this point, I'm just looking for an entry confirmation off of this 5-minute gap, and then I'm just taking the trade. So again, we're delivering off CE pretty much up a 1-hour gap. We're delivering off a daily gap. We got a retrace into a 5-minute gap. We have relative equal highs right here, which is also at the time an unfilled 15-minute gap. We have relative equal highs here, and then we have highs here, leading all the way up towards previous day high and then all-time high, right? So from that 5-minute gap, again, I'm looking for confirmation, and I take my entry off of this 3-minute. So you can see we have this very small 3-minute gap right here. We do inverse it, and then we get this retrace. I enter on the retrace. I get filled at 125.75, and this is a swing position, so I'm giving my stop loss room. My stop was down here for like 60 something points. Yeah, like 66 points. So the point of this swing position is to hold overnight because I have high confidence in this draw all the way up here, right? I'm not going to just keep a tight stop loss, see price manipulate, and then, you know, go in my direction. So again, I take the entry there, and we had the, again, I'm expecting price to just flush through all of this. So we do get in a tiny bit of drawdown, nothing really, like a couple points. And then price starts to move up. We run through these highs right here aggressively. I want to see price flush to those relative equal highs. So at this point right here, after we run these relative equal highs, I go break even. And I've seen Asia play out long enough. Like I've been on the charts for long enough to know a lot of the times when you catch these moves like this, Asia, you'll wake up and you'll see Asia just trended throughout the whole night. And especially since we were delivering out of a daily gap, higher time frame, all-time high conditions, draws and liquidity higher, I just figured it was going to be one of those days just based off of past experience. So again, I go break even at these relative equal highs, and I literally just held through all of this. Idea was to put my TP just before previous day high, but I was just looking for that max payout, like I said. So my TP ended up being, like I said, $4,300. But yeah, luckily ended up getting out when I did, because you could see price just barely pushed a little bit higher and then ended up reversing on us. So when I woke up this morning, it was like right here. So I could have just manually closed it anyway, but yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. So I'll break it down from the top again. Again, price is delivering out of a daily gap. I'm expecting price to continue higher. Going over to the 4-hour and the 1-hour, the 4 hours respecting that 0.79. On the 1-hour, we're respecting out of this 1-hour gap, while ES is also respecting a 1-hour gap. From there, on the 5-minute, we can see that price left relative equal highs and relative equal highs again here. So I'm expecting price to hold this 5-minute gap and continue higher. You can see we're also respecting kind of this OTE. We enter off that 3-minute inversion retrace. We go break even at these relative equal highs. And then zooming out, obviously we end up holding to full TP for about 310 points or so. So that's it for me, guys. That's how I made 4.3K on that XFA. Again, I wish I took this on all of mine, but again, I was just trying to build the balance on that fresh one, and that pretty much just locks in a max payout. Now I just need literally just to scrape my winning days. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And yeah, this is sometimes, I used to do this more often. I don't really trade like swing positions like this on Asia, but I might start doing it again because I've been noticing I miss out on a lot of these moves overnight, and I know I'm confident in the draw, and as long as you give your stop loss some room, you are able to catch these. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Alpha Futures giveaway is still on for like 2 more days, so if you guys want to enter that, join the Discord. Link is in the pinned comment, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.